It is time for the third chapter of the Worldbreakers solo campaign. I am Ellie, the designer of Worldbreakers Advent of the Khanate. If you enjoy these videos, if you want to learn more about the game, please like and subscribe. Needless to say, spoilers ahead. And with that, let's start Chapter 3. You naively thought that Tengri's cavalry would abandon the caravan on the border with the Chagatai Khanate. However, they remain nearby, and the caravan master is losing his patience. You use your remaining mithium to purchase 3 camels. Perhaps the cavalry will leave you be if you make it to Samarkhand. However, they are more persistent than before. Win this chapter to safely reach Samarkand. So we are trying to reach 9 power, and let's draw our opening hand. We have 2 locations here. I think we only need one of them just to trigger Marco Polo, so I am tempted to put this back. We have straight to the source, but we don't need 2 locations because we have the generous dealer. So let's put back the Silkwood Terrarium and also the Proof of the Grotto. It's a bit too early for that. We don't have any standing yet. So I think I'm going to mulligan 2 cards. This is a good economic opening hand. We're just going to need the followers to get it through. And also sequencing here is going to be interesting. So I'm going to start by playing the generous dealer. Oh, I'm supposed to have 5 mithium. By playing the generous dealer, and that's going to cost me all 5 mithium. The dealer is a follower, and she says that events and locations cost me 1 less mithium. And then Tengri's cavalry are going to recruit the Irag Maker. And next turn they are going to charge. Perfect. So let's play straight to the source. This usually costs 2 mithium, but I can reveal a location to make it cost 1 less, and we have the generous dealer, so I will reveal the Humble Underpass and gain 3 mithium. Tengri's cavalry are going to attack with the Irag Maker. Do I want to play a location this turn? I don't think that I do, so I'm going to send the generous dealer to block, and they will take 2 wounds, and the Irag Maker is discarded. Managing that early game power is important. Next turn, Tengri's cavalry will recruit. I'm wondering if I want this Heedless Investor for mithium or for standing. I should be able to get a standing from the Humble Underpass. Yeah, I think I am going to play the Humble Underpass here. It's a location that gives me some power in mithium, and importantly, it's going to trigger Marco Polo's ability. And it's not a follower, so this is going to go to the bottom of the deck. Tengri's cavalry are next, and they're going to recruit the Earth Apprentice. And next turn they're going to advance, so they're going to increase their standing. Also, these cards don't attack right now, but we're going to fix it with the next version of the game. So this is actually going to attack. And I will pay 1 for the Heedless Investor, which nets me 2 mithium. And then Tengri's cavalry are going to advance, so they're going to increase their Earth standing and shuffle these 4 powerful followers into their deck, and then they're going to attack, and I will block with the Heedless Investor. Next turn they're going to recruit, so it's the rally phase. I will draw a card, I will gain 2 mithium, and this flips. Tengri's cavalry will recruit the Champion of the 2-Man. Oof, that's a good one. She has Overwhelm, so when she defeats a blocker, they gain 1 power. I will play the Mothkeeper, which is a follower that gives me mithium whenever I gain power. And then Tengri's cavalry will be unrelenting. None of their followers have standing, so they're just going to attack with all of their followers. The generous dealer is going to block the Champion of the 2-Man. And since the champion is overwhelmed, Tengri's cavalry is going to get 1 power. And the Mothkeeper is going to block the Earth Apprentice, and she's going to take 2 wounds. I will develop the Humble Underpass, and it's going to give me 2 mithium, 1 power, and the power is going to trigger the Mothkeeper, giving me 2 more mithium. Tengri's cavalry will inspire. Again, this is going to be a relic, so they're going to recruit first. and they get the Skillful Bruiser, and then they're going to increase their standing, shuffling their own Tangris Cavalry card into the deck. Next turn they're going to attack. I have two options here. I could either Inspirational Vision for a follower, or I could develop the Humble Underpass. And I think I'm going to go with the development option because it is possible the follower we get with Inspirational Vision is going to cost too much standing, and we won't be able to play it. So the Skillful Bruiser is going to attack. Tangris Cavalry will gain 1 power. And for our final round, I'm tempted to Inspirational Vision a location just so that we get the Marco Polo ability. So let's do that. I'm going to Inspirational Vision for a location, and here is a location, the Submerged Brilliance. We're going to pay it for 2 Methium less because of the Vision's ability. And this is perfect. This is pretty much what I wanted here. Marco Polo triggers, and we even get a follower. We can't yet play it because it costs 3 standing, but we're in a great spot as far as the game is concerned. It's the ready phase, so let's ready everything. Let's gain 2 Methium and draw a card. So this is our second 3-star standing card. Let's start by developing the Submerged Brilliance. So we gain 2 Methium and 2 cards. At this point we're doing great on resources. We just need to find another follower, like more followers here. And Tangris Cavalry is going to recruit the Weary Veteran. They do have at least 3 standing with any one guild, so the Weary Veteran is going to come with a +1/+1 counter. And next turn they're going to mobilize. So they're going to get a +1/+1 counter on the Skillful Bruiser, and then they're going to attack. This is awful because I was hoping to trade the Bruiser with the Mothkeeper. Now it's not going to happen. So the question is, do we want to save the last step on the Submerged Brilliance, or do we want to pacify something? And I do think we're going to pacify the Skillful Bruiser. That's going to waste their +1/+1 counter and buy us some time. Tangris Cavalry are going to mobilize, and then the Weary Veteran is going to attack. I really need this 3rd standing, so the Mothkeeper is going to take 1 for the team, and then I will develop the Submerged Brilliance for 1 standing and 1 power. Tangris Cavalry will recruit the Forbidden Guru, and she cannot be blocked by followers with strength 3 or greater. Such bad timing. I was hoping to play the Blind Sculptor and gain that last stage, block whatever they attack with, but the Blind Sculptor cannot block the Guru. I'm wondering if we play it anyway, or whether we play the Uncanny Valley or some other location. So if we play the Den of Sabers, they're going to attack. This is going to lose 1 stage, and then we can draw a card and gain a standing. My resources are getting pretty low, and none of these give me any more. Yeah, let's just play the Blind Sculptor so we can block the Weary Veteran. This is such a tough choice. Or we can get the less power here. We do need 9 to win the game. So if we gain the power here, these 2 locations, assuming they don't get damaged, get us there. Yeah, let's do that, and let's hope that the deck delivers. So they recruited, and now they're going to charge with the Guru, and they get to 3 power as well. So it's the ready phase. We gain 2 power. We draw a card. Oh gosh, too many locations. Not enough followers. So Cavalry is going to recruit the Dog Tamer, and next turn they're going to charge. We pretty much have to play the Sculptor here. We need some sort of protection. They're going to attack, and the Sculptor is going to block the Weary Veteran, and Tangris Cavalry is going to get 2 power. So they're more than half the way to winning. I really want to play a location here, but there's no guarantee we're going to get a way to defend it. Let's do it anyway, because we need to develop this game, right? So Marco Polo triggers. We don't see a follower. If we survive this, we should prioritize drafting followers. And Cavalry is going to recruit the Killary Adept, and next turn they're going to attack. Let's work on our power. So I will develop the Den of Sabers to gain 1 power, And then Tengu's Cavalry will attack, so they go up to 6 power and they damage our Den of Sabers. And I am going to draw a card. Excellent, perfect. This is a wonderful follower to draw right now. This was our last stage. We're going to gain 2 Mythium. Sorry, first we're going to develop the Den of Sabers using the Blind Sculpture's ability, going up to 6 power. We'll gain 2 Mythium, we'll draw a card. We're going to ready all of these, and we are going first. And next turn they're going to call 2 arms. So they're going to get a follower with a +1/+1 counter. Since we're going first, let's play the Illicit Bazaar, which is a good economy location, and it's going to trigger Marco Polo's ability, which doesn't give us a follower. The good news is that we've been throwing all these cards to the bottom of the deck, getting closer to our followers. Call to Arms gets a Lowly Bard. This is great. This is a pretty weak target for the +1/+1 counter. Next turn they're going to attack, so let's play the Sly Sentinel. They are attacking. So the Blind Sculpture is going to block the Dog Tamer. And the Sly Sentinel is going to block... Let's block the Bard. And we're going to send back the Caleria Adept. Tengu's Cavalry goes up to 7. Next turn they're going to recruit. So they have 1 more recruit, 1 more attack. It's going to put them at 8. I'm not super happy about that, but not much I can do. So let's gain 2 Mythium and a Star Standing. They're going to recruit an Eagle Huntress. And next turn they're going to attack and go up to 8. Mythium or cards? Cards. We really need followers here. Interesting. This might allow us to win. We'll see. They go up to 8. And this is the rally phase. So exploitative extraction allows us to develop a location multiple times. If we can get the Uncanny Valley, so we need a total of 8 Mythium between the two of these, then we go up to 9 and Tengu's Cavalry loses 1 power. So this might be the way to go. The Blind Sculpture advances the Illicit Bazaar, so we gain 2 Mythium. Then we ready all of the followers, we gain 2 Mythium and we draw a card. This is a super tight game. Tengu's Cavalry is going to recruit the Swift Messenger, and next turn they're going to charge. We have the Yam Operator. Interesting. So they're going to charge. We can't block. We can't block everything. If we play the Uncanny Valley, it's going to lose 1 stage. So what we're going to do is we're going to develop the Illicit Bazaar for 2 Mythium. And then Tengu's Cavalry is going to attack. And the Blind Sculpture is going to trade. Wait, let's think about that. Let's start with the Sly Sentinel. The Sly Sentinel is going to block the Eagle Huntress and push back the Chuvadu Guru. So if we don't block here, Tengu's Cavalry goes up to 10. Yeah, that's too much. So the Blind Sculpture is gonna trade with the Swift Messenger. Tengu's Cavalry goes up to 9. And next turn they're gonna recruit. We are going to pay 5 for the Uncanny Valley. And we're gonna trigger Marco Polo's ability and finally see a follower. And then Tengu's Cavalry will recruit the Astute Tactician, which is a big one. Next turn they're going to attack. And then we're going to play the Yam Operator. And when we play the Yam Operator, we can play an event paying 1 Mythium less. So we're going to play Exploitative Extraction for 3. And this says we can develop a location 3 times. So we're going to develop the Uncanny Valley for 1 power and 1 Mythium. We're going to develop the Uncanny Valley for 1 power and a card. And we're going to develop the Uncanny Valley to gain 1 power, and my opponent loses 1 power. So they go up to 8, and we go up to 9. Tengu's Cavalry is going to attack with the Astute Tactician. We're going to block with the poor Yam Operator. And for the last action, we are just going to play the Swiggery Veteran. Ready phase, and we win. Close game, super close game, 9-8. We couldn't get the followers, unfortunately, but we did get the excellent Exploitative Extraction and Uncanny Valley combination, which got us there. So tight game, overdrew on followers. Draft 2 cards out of 4 choices to add to your deck. So we're going to get 4 cards. I did say that we need followers. This is tricky because we don't have any void, and 2 of these are void cards. So let's get one of the neutral cards. Should it be the Swift Messenger or the Void Apprentice? Followers are defeated pretty often in the solo campaign, so I think the Void Apprentice is decent. We have enough stars, so we can dump this, and let's get rid of one of these cards at random. The Kalo is closer. So we need to choose between the Baleful Viper and the Swift Messenger. The breach on the Baleful Viper is not that important because we don't attack, but the ability to defeat any follower is pretty strong. We haven't made any forays into Void. I think it's a bit too late for it now. So I am going to take the Swift Messenger. This is great. We got 2 followers for the deck, and both of them are relatively cheap, good utility options. Replace the Tengris Cavalry Worldbreakers with Cthulhu, the Unrelenting Pride. Oh gosh. So goodbye Tengris Cavalry. Hello Cthulhu, the Unrelenting Pride. Add the Pride's Kashig to your opponent's starting deck. Here she is, the Pride's Kashig. Whenever she attacks, she gets a +1/+1 counter, and she has Overwhelm, so she can spiral out of control pretty quickly. Place the Recruit Charge Order card with Pledge Fealty Charge. So here's the Recruit Charge, and we're going to get a Pledge Fealty instead. Read the New Rules Cthulhu card and have it ready for future games. New Rules Cthulhu. Setup. Gather the Confident Suitor card and store it here. Here it is. Forced Interrupt. When Confident Suitor leaves play, store it here instead of adding it to the discard pile. So this is a very chunky follower that keeps coming back. And when your opponent uses Cthulhu's Your Attack ability, it chooses the attacking follower with the lowest strength. So now whenever Cthulhu attacks, she's going to put +1 strength on the attacking follower with the lowest strength, making our blocks much more complicated. So that is the end of the 3rd chapter, and I'll see you here in the next video for the 4th chapter. Thank you for viewing. Like, subscribe. I'll see you soon.